Ben, yeah, Ben and Everett. Huh? Good evening and welcome into the Principia College soccer field for this matchup between your Principia College Panthers and the Westminster College Blue Jays. The Blue Jays coming into this game pretty hot, 2-game win streak, coming off of wins over Webster and MUW. Got them sitting at third place in the conference right now. 8-4-1 overall, 3-1-1 in conference. Panthers coming off of a tie over the weekend against Greenville, which was a good result for them as Greenville has had themselves a very good season. Principia overall at 4-5-3, 2-1-2 in conference. My name is Ethan Booth. Here with me is my good buddy Cole Harrison. Cole, how are we doing today?
It is a wonderful day. However, a bit windy, a bit chilly. So we apologize for the viewers at home if there's a bit, it's a bit windy. So the fact that the mic might be, unhearable.
You're just picking up the natural ambiance of the field, really help you viewers feel like you're at the game, freezing just like the rest of us.
Pretty much.
As Cole said, relatively chilly out here, 58 degrees, nice and breezy. My phone tells me that the wind chill has it feeling like 47. Mind you, I can still see the sun back behind me, so it's going to get pretty cold out here. And I can't believe the amount of players I'm seeing on the field with short sleeves. I don't know if they looked at the forecast.
Yeah, there's built different,
Yeah.
Some people are, and personally I am not. So hopefully these gentlemen out on the field right now are doing fine, and they don't get chilly, don't get any strains going on.
No cramps.
Yes, and so but overall, I think this is going to be a great game between Westminster and Principia. It's pretty evenly matched.
Yes.
In multiple ways, and both teams will just have to play their game. Have the strong communication, strong connection, make some solid passes with no mistakes, and we'll see where they take us.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, right? For these Panthers, their success comes when we're able to pass the ball effectively and take care of it. So we see some really offensive pressure from Blue Jays.
Yeah, that's how the Blue Jays might get in in grasp of the ball multiple times if they continue to pressure Principia defense.
Absolutely. Panthers do have the ability to get out and run with the best of effort. Hoya trying to get around the defender, number 11. That's Kamani Matala defending. Big body on the defensive front for the Blue Jays. Yeah, as I was doing my homework for this game, the Panthers sitting at 5th place in conference right now, coming off that tie. Blue Jays 3rd, as I said earlier. But it really does seem like a game that anybody could win. I'd say the Blue Jays probably have the slight statistical edge based off of their place in the standings. But the big equalizer on paper is the Panthers blew out the Eureka Red Devils 5-0 at home earlier this month. Westminster's only able to sneak out with a tie in that game. So this is kind of depend on what version of these two teams are we going to see, because that win for the Panthers was the best we've seen the Panthers all season. And obviously we weren't at that Westminster game, but it seems like not their strongest performance. So see how this plays out. Only time will tell.
Yeah, I was informed at the beginning of this game that Westminster, beginning of the season, they beat WashU, which if you're any kind of team in SLIAC, that is one of the most impossible tasks you can do in any sport whatsoever. So the fact that they have that on their record, on in the presence of other opponents, that is truly something to note.
Absolutely. This team so far really feeling each other out. One of the bigger storylines in this game today will be that Westminster goalie. That's Hunter Deacon, who is leading the conference in goals against per game, giving up just about 0.6 goals per game. If you're not good at math, let me just tell you, that's good. The Panthers will counter. Jonathan Keller, keep your eye on him, number 13 here on the near side. Should be in view of your camera. Has been an offensive spark plug since he got moved up there. In that game against Eureka, he scored 2 goals in that game. If the Principia offense is going to go this season, it seems like it's running through Jonathan Keller.
And to counteract that offensive side, we got the defense looking at number 22, also on the near side, Cade Paycheck. I talked to him earlier today, and he said he's wearing his shorter shin pads today, and honestly, I don't know what that fully means. However, I think you'll see a lot of slide tackling.
Yeah, a physical style of play for sure.
And that's his signature piece right there. Is his physicality, his aggressiveness. So we have both sides of offense and defense running with us.
And him and Keller play together well as we saw them try to connect right there. Two guys with a lot of chemistry.
Exactly. So that's how Principia can unite and see how they do both sides. Is just through the connections that they have, through the natural talent that they all hone in, and that's based off the success.
Absolutely. The team with any real chances yet. Although I might have spoken a little bit too early. This is number 27. That's Owen Harrison on the run, defended there by Juan Garcia Lopez. Try to find some space, but Harrison doing a good job to keep it down the field, waiting for the call. It's going to be Principia throw in.
Yeah, and keep on looking over here. The pressure that Westminster is providing, coming from Lucas Sotal as well as number 25, Braden Carrier. Sotilla, excuse me. That they're trying to make the mistakes, or sorry, they're trying to make Principia make the mistakes.
Yep.
To hopefully get something going for them.
Yeah, you figure that the Blue Jays had that scouting report that Panthers can struggle with their passing sometimes, so you put that pressure on them deep in their own territory, forcing them to make a mistake and take advantage. That's how I would game plan if I were the Blue Jays here. Cole mentioned Braden Carrier there just a few seconds ago. Carrier leads SLIAC St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference in assists, total and per game. He has 11 on the season, averaging almost 1 per game. He's wearing number 25 and will be a part of the offensive attack. Maybe not scoring, he only has 1 goal scored. But look for him to set up his teammates and distribute. He's a junior. A little bit of veteran presence there on the offensive front. Not starting the game for Westminster, but figure to play a factor if he's healthy is Nathan Nauman. He does lead the Blue Jays in goals scored this season with 6. As I said, not starting today. We don't know what his health status is, but he has generally started games for Westminster, so might be a little bit in question. Castro, good ball over Kachaza, good jump from the defender, flying up from the back line for the Blue Jays. Here's Hoya playing over to the far side, Kachaza. Kachaza getting middle, drops it back for Castro. Castro distribute over to the near side, Diego Alice, the senior, man on, back to Kachaza. Good punch out there, that's number 10, Noah Nauman, stepping up. Presumed brother of Nathan Nauman. Nathan, of course, a forward, is with Afrani. Fancy moves in the box, gets it to Keller. Keller trying to punch back. Diego Alice puts the shot on goal, off to the left. As Deacon makes a diving attempt, but no need to even touch that one as it flies out of bounds. Good ball moving from Afrani, getting past the defender, getting deep, and distributing back towards Keller. Keller, good vision. Give it back to his fellow captain, senior Diego Alice. Just a little bit off to the right.
Yeah, looking at the stands right now, I have to say I'm guessing there's a lot of Principia viewers at home watching this because the stands are absolutely packed with Westminster families and peers.
Not a short drive from Westminster College. Just somebody who's played some baseball out there. It's not close, but a lot of these individuals listed on the Westminster roster are from the St. Louis area. Castro, the freshman, in the middle, will wisely play it back to Alice for paycheck on the run. Keller jumps in. Keller, oh my gosh, Jonathan Keller, shot on goal saved by Hunter Deacon, and all the credit in the world to Hunter Deacon because nobody here expected that to get shot.
No, that was a one-touch kick right there by Keller.
A tough angle, too.
Yeah, in the air, not
leader in goals against per game.
Yeah, so very good reflexes. And
Absolutely.
we have Kachaza from the corner.
Kranteng rises up, headers back out. Kachaza gets it back. He's going to cross it from a different angle. There's an instant replay. Goes a different direction off Kranteng's head this time.
Yeah, I'm not sure that corner kick was originally supposed to go in the farther middle of the field. So trying to do that again was not successful.
And so Panthers over 1 on corners to start. They have the only 2 shots so far today. One of those on goal. The one by Keller saved by Deacon. Here's Castro, distributes over to the near side. Paycheck collects. He's got Alice down his line. We'll play it back to Garcia Lopez instead.
It appears that Principia has had more of the control of the ball so far this game. And I wonder if that's more of a conservative.
Oh, Kachaza into Ahoya. Gets punched out by the defender.
Oh, and this is where Principia kind of struggles, is when they go for an attack and they can't get back fully. However, Westminster does not have the numbers to pursue this offensive attack.
Yeah, good job by Castro there, the freshman, challenging in a physical way, forcing the bad pass, goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goalie kick here. Number of freshman contributors for the Principia Panthers today. Sebastian Castro, though, maybe the foremost as far as playing time goes. Besides maybe the freshman goalie, Edgar Cartagena, in there, who's took over the starting role early on in the season and hasn't let go. Here's Kranteng, good move, back towards the middle, distributes to Hoya. Hoya trying to establish his space calmly, back to Kachaza. Here's Keller. Defending, he's got 2 men on him. Keller tries to cross it in, looking for Hoya.
Principia still contains the ball. Kranteng passes it into the middle to Hoya. However, there's a foul called by the ref.
Yeah, good ball there. Getting to Hoya. It looks like a trip of a feet resulted in the foul call against Hoya. He accepts it. No complaints on his part.
Nauman launches it across the other field, looking for his teammate Carrier. Goes out of bounds, unfortunately, and that will be Principia throw-in.
All right, Carrier a little bit frustrated. He wasn't able to keep that in bounds, it appears.
Maybe that's how their play style is that you kick it far to Carrier, and then
let him do the rest, right?
Well, yeah, you have the defense collapse on Carrier, and then Carrier just passes it along to his teammates, and then they score. That's probably why he has 11 assists.
Yeah, in 12 games played.
Yeah, and that will be a call against Keller as he tripped up Nauman.
Now a little bit slow to get up. Looks like he's okay. Slight limp.
And this free kick will be attempted by number 17, Brandon Shopper.
One of the first real opportunities here for Westminster as they've maintained possession in Principia territory. No shots on the scoreboard yet. Let's see what they have here. Shopper plays it short. Bouncing around. Cartagena is going to come up and collect that in his hands. He gets the ball out quickly to Castro. Castro to Afrani. Principia going to try and counter off this, but good defensive rotation from Westminster. Played deep down into Westminster's territory. Deacon steps up and finds some clearance for the Blue Jays. It's the wind. You can hear picking up a little bit there, flapping our score sheets around.
Yeah, I'm not sure who Shopper was going for there for the free kick. However, David Maz was the one to shoot it on, have a shot on goal.
Yep.
But unsuccessful.
Yeah, interesting. Your first set piece of the game, the short play. You figure you have a couple of plays drawn up, what you're going to go to, how you're going to attack this defense. first attempt, you might roll out your A option. Didn't provide any real opportunity that time around, though. Maybe some miscommunication from the Blue Jays. Carrier now to the near side. This is Nauman. Paycheck. There he is, getting dirty already. Garcia Lopez, number 27 now. This is Owen Harrison with an opportunity. Saved by Cartagena. As he hits the deck. Good job by Harrison to get by Paycheck, maintain control of that ball, but Cartagena there saying, Deacon, I get you one better. Although the Deacon save was better, but he matched it for sure. We'll give it to him.
That was a close offensive possession there for the for the Blue Jays. I know that pass by from Harrison through Paycheck is definitely gonna bug Paycheck a bit. Knowing him and his personality, he's gonna want to get back right now.
A perfectionist for sure.
Yes.
Good move by Paycheck. Defended by Nauman. Back to Ollis.
Looks like the Panthers are playing a little bit more conservative ball style at the moment. Usually they're always wanting to go in the middle and then out. However, right now playing through the defense and then advancing is going to be their objective right now. Like right now, Paycheck looking for Keller on the outside, back into the inside.
Yeah, those two are really making us look good for talking about their team chemistry right now. Panthers really playing like short bursts of energy. They're just calm and under control, but you'll see them as they see an opening, really try to take advantage of it with that speed and athleticism they possess. Here's Ollis over to Paycheck. They play back. Nauman header clear, popped up by Paycheck. Ollis trying to collect. There's Carrier, defended by Cachaza. Carrier is able to collect. Cachaza hits the deck. Carrier crossing it in, looking for number 7 from Westminster. That's Sodelay. Good defense by the Panthers to find some room to work with. Slide tackle attempt by Castro. Booted over the top of the goal by Noah Nauman. The Panthers catch a break. The Blue Jay attack is picked up a little bit here. 15 minutes in the game. The time for settling in has passed, and these two teams trying to make something happen now.
That sun has unfortunately gone over the stands as well as us, and that is brutal when you are not moving on the field.
Yeah. Cole and I both standing more out of a necessity for our body warmth than anything else. Here's Ollis. Oh, jinx. Played down to Hoya. Hoya deep in the Westminster territory. Go pull it back. Working with Karantang. Good job by Karantang to wrap around. Trying to play through to Afrani. These two teams juggling it back and forth. Before some space created. It's number 11. Kamani Matala. Wisely just booting it down the field as far as he could in that moment. Now Westminster going to try and counter. Mathis down his line, look for Harrison. Excuse me. Yes, Harrison. I got it right. Don't worry about it.
A little bit too strong on that pass there by Mathis, though, as it goes out. Yeah, both sides have struggled so far with a little bit long passing.
Yeah.
Looking for some action, but unsuccessful. So if they clean that up, make tighter passes, make it very accurate, we might be seeing some goals sooner or later.
Yeah, neither team is playing poorly at all. They, as we said in the open, really evenly matched so far, as we expected.
Castro on the other side to Paycheck. Paycheck only have Nauman to defend him. Gives it to Keller. Oh, but Keller trying to make a move is not successful with it. and loses the ball.
Hey, but the footwork looked real fancy, and I like
It
that.
did. It did. Alice steals it back. Continues in the middle. Trying to give it to Afrani. Afrani going for it, but Deacon is there to collect. That was a fast play there. Quick action plays. That's how Principia likes it. And unfortunately, Westminster is there to counteract it. As you can hear, that is a strong wind going on right now. So again, we apologize if that is bugging you. Can't really control it.
All's going to keep this in bounds. After Wanda, Garcia Lopez takes some of the room in front of him, plays it for Keller. Afrani in the middle. Over to the far side, Kachaza now. Westminster dropped way back in that defense. Krontang wrapping around Krontang, crossing in, nobody home though. Cleared out, number 10, Nauman. Afrani, orange possession back for the Panthers. Good job by Krontang and Kachaza there on the far side to get Krontang into position to make that cross, but nobody there to receive it. Kachaza. So they're going to have a foul call here on the far side going against Carrier. Carrier is going to get called over here by the head referee. It's the second time that he's popped the ball after a stoppage of play. Referees don't like it when you're going to kick around the ball after the play's been stopped. You know, they want the play to continue. Head referee is going to make sure the Carrier understands that before we start play again.
And we'll have Castro here for the Panthers taking the kick. Keep your eyes on number 7 as well as 19 in the middle there.
For Keller. Punched out by
Deacon.
Deacon.
Kachaza trying to get it back in. Looking for Garcia Lopez. And now it is going to be a race back on defense. That's how Principia's plan at the moment is that they are having 2 on the backfield, and then their outside defenders, Kachaza and Paycheck, have a choice to advance up on the offensive side.
Which is code for they're doing a lot of running.
Yep. And that's how their offense works. However, for Westminster, number 17, that was Shoppert. Looked like he's trying to advance it over to Harrison, but a little bit too off. Goes straight to Cartagena.
A little bit late on the give and go between Afrani and Alice there. Yep. Results in the turnover. Westminster now. So Nauman plays it back. Schultz controlling. Drives it down to the far side. Looking for Carrier over there. Kachaza's home though. Over to Krontang.
I think that's how Westminster is going to play it, is that they try to advance it down to Carrier. Carrier does the rest of the work, crossing over to his teammates in the middle, and then that's how they score.
Yeah, a little bit of analysis here for you. Getting the ball to your best player, it's a good move.
But so far, it's not working. So I guess the Panthers did a good scouting report as they are shutting down Carrier on the far side there.
Yeah, you're seeing Kachazo there really diligently chasing him down and making sure that he's basically got one in front in Wanda there, as well as one coming from behind. Kachaza. Keller, good defense there from Matala. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody be able to header the ball from behind an offensive player like that. Matala listed at 6'3" out of Kansas. I'm gonna take the over.
That's gonna kill your 5'9" Keller right there. So
I think he's a little bit taller than 5'9".
Maybe. That's a guesstimate, but pretty strong guesstimate. I'd say so myself.
Keller, if you watch this back, I want you to know Cole meant that as an insult.
Keller looking for the middle. He's got no teams to work with. Yeah, back to the game. Don't worry about that so-called insult. I'm just talking here. There's no insults whatsoever. Deacon advances it down the field, looking for Carrier. Kachaza headers it down the field. Yep, that will be a call there.
Krontang Jumping a little bit too high for his own good there. Player down. We're going to stoppage at the clock right here. Can't quite see the number.
That
Cole's got
looks
better
like-
eyes than me, though.
Yeah, it looks like Bonek, number 30, on the pitch, rubbing that ankle. Not looking too good.
On his feet. Keeping that weight off that left foot. He's going to come off the pitch.
And we will have
Click
Looks
number
like-
19,
number
Trey
19.
White, sophomore, out of Afton, Missouri. We'll check in for his first minutes of the day, listed as a defender, as was Bonek. All right, off the foul, ready to continue play. Matala drives it down, coming towards the near side. Look for Harrison. Paycheck defending. Good header over the top of Harrison. Creates some space.
Yep, and that will be a foul against Harrison, holding Paycheck back. Can't really hold each other, you know, when you're playing soccer. It's more of a feet game. And so, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, a quick whistle there from the referee. Oftentimes we see something like that go uncalled at this level.
Yeah, it definitely was happening versus Greenville. Principia versus Greenville was a rough game. Ref was really letting them play through a lot of aggressive actions.
You know-
However, this ref
You know,
preventing injury.
Cartagena's gonna step up and push this one back a little bit. You know, that Greenville versus Principia game. You know, it's the Panther Bowl. You know, like who's the true Panther of Celiac, and in most sports, I'd say that two schools don't like each other too much.
Yeah. I had my money. My money was on the Panthers. So
That's a good bet right there, Cole. Hope the viewers got that one.
No, yeah,
I really
I did say it in the past. Is that between the two teams, I had my money on the Panthers. So that joke is definitely still there.
We'll break that one out during basketball season too.
Yes, we will. Anyways, Castro in the middle, losing his touch. Harrison acts on it quickly. However, Garcia Lopez takes it away from Sotele.
Boy, plenty of time here. He's gonna play back for Castro. Westminster very aggressive on offense, really conservative on defense. Not really trying to jump passes too much, staying in position and rotating back and bending and not breaking, to use a American football expression.
Castro playing to Paycheck. Paycheck playing to Keller on the near side here. Keller having one man to beat, crosses it, trying to cross it in the middle. However, Schultz is there to prevent it, and we will have a Panther corner kick.
Second corner kick of the day for the Panthers. We're able to execute on the first.
I will say it was very hard to continue saying Panthers in the Greenville versus
Yeah.
us. You know, you're like, oh, Panthers are doing this, Panthers are doing that. Well, which one? You know, so I really had to second guess myself. Anyways, back to the game here. We got to Kachaza, got a little corner kick, and that goes straight to Deacon, and Deacon launches it down the field with his arm.
So, do you consider playing baseball?
Paycheck is there to take it away, and we have some subs here from Westminster.
So we got number 9, Nathan Nauman. Good to see that he is healthy and will be getting some playing time in today. Checking in for Westminster, as is number 16.
Nope. Number 15,
Number 15.
Sam Brundon, as well as number 22, Michael Somerville, and number 8, Blessing Kahia.
Cole has much better eyes than I do. We have learned through doing this job together. At least we got 2 jerseys that have good contrast going on, so we can see the numbers real well tonight. Really aesthetically pleasing matchup too, I have to say.
Yep.
Not a priority in a soccer game, but as a commentator, you appreciate seeing some good-looking uniforms.
Since Westminster is a Missouri dominant team. They're all, most of them are from Missouri. However, they have one international student. That's number 8, Blessing Kahia. Sorry if I butchered that. However, from New Zealand,
Ooh.
so he's far from home. So
We've been there, Cole.
yeah. Oh, that's right. We have. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, beautiful place. Love it. And so we will see how he does on the front line for Westminster. And that's where we'll see. Kahia has the ball versus Paycheck. A little fancy with it.
Yeah, good footwork for sure. Crossed in, freshly into the game there. That's Nauman, not able to execute on that opportunity. Pass from number 15, Sam Bundren, was a good one. Just for clarity, Cole and I don't just go hang out in New Zealand for fun. We were on a study abroad together, going back a couple summers.
Yeah, if any of you are interested, yeah, that's the explanation of New Zealand. It looks like both sides right now are going back and forth. Westminster a little aggressive with their new, fresh players in the game, playing more aggressive on the offensive end. However, we will see how they do on the defensive side as Principia is holding a ball until Carrier steps in and takes it away.
Yeah, a little bit more energy in that Westminster lineup now, and you can sort of feel the momentum shifting a little bit towards Westminster as they start to maintain possession of that ball a little bit more.
Yeah, we are about more than halfway through this first half, and yet no one has really stood out yet. They're both pretty controllable between both sides. Very stable. There's been more shots on goals from Principia. However, from the looks of it, Westminster might want to get some action in that.
Well, if you're Principia, you're when can we score? You know, they play a scoreless 90-minute game against Greenville over the weekend. So far, you know, about 30 minutes into this one, when will they break through? Defense, of course, still doing their part, so you got to be happy with that. Nauman takes it away. Back to Kahia. And here's Nauman. Loses it, and Castro pokes it out. Good job by Castro again to challenge that. Love the effort from the freshman. Principia now. Some numbers behind them. See if they can counter off of this. Allis down here on the near side. Has Hoya. Allis down the line looking for Keller. Defended nicely by number 26 for the Blue Jays. That's Christian Schultz, the big body on the defensive front. We have a Principia throw in. Or, excuse me, perhaps an offsides called against Keller before Schultz cleared it out. So Deacon will get set to drive this one down the field. Does deep down the middle. Now off of Nauman's head. Kachaza pops it straight up. Not what he wanted to do there. Is Nauman, great touch, controls quickly.
Looking for Kahia, but K Paycheck is there to stop it. Oh, and Nauman gives a little shove. I'm not sure if that was a flop or not, however.
Yeah, I think the Paycheck might have been off balance. Definitely a little bit of shove, but maybe it looked more dramatic than it was, given that Paycheck was kind of doing a back pedal when it happened.
Allis in the middle, giving to Keller. Keller not having many numbers with him, trying to give to Afrani. The pass was a little bit behind him.
Yeah, I was trying to flick it back over his defender's head. Would have been really cool if he could execute it, but real tough move to do.
Garcia Lopez giving the Paycheck. Paycheck back to Wanda. And we will have a more strategized attempt here as Wanda passes over to Hoya. However, Bundren is there to header it back. Kahia trying to make something happen, but is stopped in his path.
Subs ready to come into the game, one for each team. Alejandro Laborio for your Principia Panthers, and Cole, I see number 18. Do you see number 18?
I see number 18.
Oh, look at that. Juan Pico Vasquez checking in for the Blue Jays.
Oh, as well as for the Panthers, though, we got Damiola Udanuga coming in for paycheck.
Yeah, we'll see. Coach Marcus Bathold for the Panthers likes to be a little bit cautious with Cade Paycheck's lower body health. He's dealt with a number of injuries around his knees and missed some time this season, making sure that he's ready for the playoff run that the Panthers hope to go on this year. We'll get Odanuga in to finish this half most likely, and we'll see Paycheck back in the second at some point.
And the same thing goes for Hoya as well. He's also dealt with some injuries on the lower half that you want to also conserve one of your more dominant offensive players for, again, the playoffs. Another thing to note is that Laborio has been a little aggressive lately as he has picked up 2 red cards. So he might get some limited minutes just because of those consequences that he has kind of put himself into. However, he's a strong freshman that definitely makes his presence on the field. Scored, I think it's a couple goals so far this season.
Yeah.
And is definitely one of the middlemen that you want to have for some quick play actions on the offensive side.
Yeah, definitely a gutsy player is probably the best word I could use to describe Laborio. Freshman with no reservations about taking the big shot and making it happen. And one goal particularly stands out to me from earlier this season. I think it was against UHSP where he was caught in front of the box in the second half. He had at least 3 defenders on him, and he just turned around and ripped one into the top right corner. And that is that sort of gutsy play that you expect, right, as Laborio here on the breakaway, working with Afrani.
Afrani having no numbers going through defense and goes right into Schultz, where Schultz clears it. However, Alas takes it back.
Yeah, Afrani and Laborio doing their best they had with limited numbers there attacking.
Yeah, that's what I've kind of noticed so far this game is that you have some Panthers on a breakaway. However, there's no backup able to come at a good moment, which provides us an example of getting outnumbered and the ball getting kicked out. However, there's a little corner kick here for the Panthers. Kachaza taking it. We'll see if this side goes accurate compared to last time. From the corner.
Straight off Krontek's head, Deacon can rise up and collect it in his arms. The Panthers idle to execute. Deacon will drive it down the field. He's got Nauman there. Westminster with numbers. Good job by Allis to header that one out, and that's one of those ones that doesn't show up on the score sheet, but that very easily could have been an advantage play for the Westminster Blue Jays. Instead, we're looking at a throw in and a sub coming in. Panthers can get back in position.
Looks like number 6, Matthew Garone, stepping in for the Blue Jays.
Another St. Louis area product out of Florissant, just 45 minutes away from Principia College. Nauman shot on goal, saved by Cartagena. Odanuga, the shove, and this is going to be a...
Oh boy, that is going to be a free kick for the Blue Jays.
A penalty kick as Odanuga.
Yep, that was a risky shove there. As Allis, captain, tells Odanuga to relax, and no need for that.
Nobody's feeling that more than Dami, as we see hands on the knees. He made a mistake.
And it looks like number 17, Brandon Shoppert, will take this penalty kick.
Listed as a midfielder.
This could be a big opportunity for the Blue Jays here. Cartagena in the Panther goal.
Shoppert has 1 goal this season. Adjust the ball one last time. There's the whistle. Here comes Shoppert. Cartagena saves it! The freshman keeps this a tie game. Less than 10 minutes remaining. Panthers all of a sudden with some life as Odanuga has got to be thanking Cartagena many times over. Here's an opportunity again as Cartagena collects another save.
That was a close one. However, Cahill was offsides, so that would be no goal whatsoever. Yeah, the Panthers are electric now. You know, they're a little tense at that moment. Now they should be a little bit more loose, more energy, as Allis has it in the midfield.
That's what good teams do. When somebody makes a mistake and misplays something like Odanuga does there, the teammate picks him up, and Cartagena, the freshman, coming up big to pick up his his senior. Panthers, house and life, and from experience, a play like that is what gets this Principia crowd into the game as well.
Yep, that was a wonderful save by Cartagena. Kicked it from the feet, dove a little bit too far. Thankfully, you know, he was still there. Guessed it right. Maybe he even read Chopper right. Who knows? But here, Bundren with the ball, crossing it over into the middle, looking for Pico Vasquez, but a little bit too far. What we need from both sides, actually, what we want to see is that now that there's a little bit more energy in like both sides, sometimes you get a little too excited and you pass the ball a little bit too far. So with that, these teams will have to control their strength. Oh, Laborio in the middle.
If he will turn and shoot that, it's a good bet that that's going to go in. Instead, good defense there. Out on the far side on the run, it's Trey White. Played in towards the box. Odanuga there off his foot, deflects over to Cartagena.
Yeah, that was a risky pass there by Odanuga. That was a chance there for Nauman to attack that, possibly even have a chance to acquire it, but it was too late to act.
Important that the Panthers keep this game tied at the very least going into the second half. We've got a sub checking in. I see number 20, Parker Murphy, getting his first minutes of the day, listed as a forward on our sheet. Looks like he might be playing more of a midfield position right now, though.
Yeah, with less than 10 minutes left in this first half, you want to keep your starters on reserve for later of the game. Also keeping them warm too as well.
All the momentum at a certain point, especially going into a halftime break. What's that attitude going to be like in the locker room as they discuss the second half plan as the ball gets played down to Keller? Over to Afrani. Good vision. Afrani now look like good tackle there. Number 22 for Westminster.
Somerville.
Good job by Somerville.
Panthers not really spread out right now, giving the Westminster Blue Jays the chance to guard 1 with 2. You know, to kill 2 birds with 1 stone kind of mindset. This will provide Wanda trying to get over the Castro. Not successful, but Panthers recollect it yet again. I think that's Kachaza yelling. I don't know if you could hear that. Yelling for the ball. Kachaza trying to get it to Keller. Keller didn't act quick enough on that pass as it a little bit strong, and it went out.
5 minutes 40 to play in this first half. Deacon set to drive it down the field, does. Off of Cronting's head, there's a Laborio almost into open space. This is going to be Principia throw in, gets it in quickly. Laborio, man on, that's White.
Laborio going into multiple defenders, gets tripped up, but that would be no call.
Yeah, give credit to the slide tackle there to Matala for the Blue Jays.
However, that will result in a corner kick. And instead of Kachaza taking this, we will have Laborio try to see how he will attempt this corner.
Fourth one of the game for the Panthers.
From the corner. A little short, however, that was really accurate to the point where the Panthers want that for a little header into the goal.
It deflected just over the top. Not clear if it was by a Principia attacker or a Blue Jay, but it's going to be Principia ball here.
That was a little rush shot there by Laborio as it goes straight into defender's chest. And we have Pico Vasquez on a run here, looking for Cahilla.
Might have been a handball Danuga might have got away with there.
However, that was great defense by the Panthers as they were able to get back in time and be there.
It's going to roll out.
We have Bundren coming in to throw this. Look out for number 9, Nauman, as he will probably want the ball for a chance here. Bundren looking for Pico Vasquez.
Now he hits the deck. Allis collects. Principia going to try and get out and counter here. Don't have great numbers, but hasn't stopped them in the past. Laborio down to Keller. Keller is on sides. He's got 2 on him. Takes it down. Try to cross it in. Goes off the defender. Against off him again. We're going to have a corner kick here. Defended nicely by Krishan Schultz.
Yeah, Schultz has definitely been present on those fast breakaways for the Panthers. He's always been the one to stop Keller in his tracks. However, I think Schultz is the reason why we have so many corner kicks for the Panthers, is that his body breaks it away.
Kachaza, Kachaza gets the running start. Oh, glances off the defender.
Oh,
Deacon.
Wow, that was very close. Kachaza has a shot, takes it, might have gone off of either Karangtang or another Westminster defender. Regardless, that was a great reaction there by Deacon. And Castro looking for an opportunity to take a shot, goes way over.
He wanted to score the banger there, but yeah, that shot by Kachaza might have been off to the left. It haven't been deflected, but off the deflection, also we'll say it was a pass. We'll say it's a pass to Karangtang. Deacon though dove for the original shot by Kachaza, reacted to the deflection, saved it out, and that's why he's performed as the best goalie in conference so far this season.
Yeah, but there's Bundren trying to get over to Nauman. Wanda is there to bicycle kick it out. Nauman not happy about that. That could have been very dangerous for Wanda kicking Nauman in the face. However, no call.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange play with Wanda there with his back to Nauman, had no way to know where he was, and the fact that Wanda connected with the ball definitely saved him. If he doesn't connect to that ball, probably a foul and a set piece.
And that will be a foul for Pico Vasquez. Looks like he kind of tripped up Nacho Kachaza, and ref did not like that. Castro here with a kick. A little bit too low. Natala pops it up. Afrani receives it, and we are almost here with 1 minute left, as both teams are sort of panicking to get something going.
Great defense there by the sophomore Trey White there against a very talented and athletic Wizzy Afrani, a former all-conference electee. Was able to force that ball out, not the moment get too big for him. So as clock winds down, the energy, the nerves can definitely get the best of you.
Schultz launches it up, trying to get it out. However,
handball.
That will be a handball by Kachaza.
Unlucky there.
And Westminster will try to advance it far enough to the point where they can possibly score. Kahia giving it over to number 20. That will be Murphy. Murphy giving it to Pico Vasquez, who gives it to Nauman, and that will be a trip up, but no call. Oh, no, that will be a call. Yep. Garcia Lopez accidentally trips up Nauman there. And it will be... We have to call his timeout to figure out where it will be. Oh, and that, yep.
It's going to be the second penalty kick of the half.
Yep, this can be a game changer right here with 13 seconds left in this first half. Going into halftime, this will definitely be a mood changer.
Matthew Garone's going to take it, the sophomore out of Florissant. Listed on the sheet as a defender, gets his opportunity to be an offensive player right here.
Ref a little confused here going. Oh, no, he just needs to talk to the coach. Coach not too happy as he's out of his box. Oh, and that will be a yellow card.
I think it's going against assistant coach Lee Barron over there.
Yep, not too happy about that. And we will see Garone take this kick here.
No goals on the season. Actually, only one game played before today, playing his second career game according to Westminster's online stat sheet.
Wow, okay, so this could be a game changer not only for this game but also for his career so far.
And on the flip side, Edgar Cartagena already one save on a penalty kick in this game. Will the outcome change?
Kick. Oh, and that will be a goal by Matthew Garone. Oh. Pico Vasquez grabs the ball. Ref does not like it.
Garcia Lopez trying to get the ball so they can keep on playing. Pico Vasquez talking to the referee. Back. Less 13 seconds on the clock in this first half, and the Principia defense was bending all game and now broke. First career goal for Matthew Garone in his second career game played.
And that is going to change how these teams go into the second half. Westminster gaining that goal last seconds away of this first half. And we have a little formation here by the Panthers. Looks like we're gonna have Laborio kick it to Cartagena, and Cartagena will launch it in hopes to get Panther touch. See if they can score a goal here. Right now, head ref is talking to Coach Battled. Looking like they've been jawing a little bit too much of the side referee. And there will be no card. Yeah, so far, this head ref has been doing a lot of talking lately to both sides. I think he's a little not too keen about that. And here we go. Cartagena launches it, not far enough. Garcia Lopez headers it over to Castro. And that will be the end of this first half.
Yeah, moment of the half. Garone puts his mark on this game, executing on the penalty kick. Westminster Blue Jays up 1-0. My name's Ethan Booth. You're with me, Cole Harrison. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half of the men's game. Good evening and welcome back to the Principia College soccer review for the second half for this matchup between the Principia College Panthers and the Westminster Blue Jays. As you can see on your screen, Westminster winning 1-0. A PK kick made in the final 15 seconds of the first half put them up. Credit goes to Matthew Garone on the goal. Quick look at the stats coming into this second half. The scoreboard is split 5-5, 5 shots for each team coming into the second half. 4 on goal for Westminster, only 2 for Principia. But Principia has had some quality opportunities, I'd say pretty much the same quality as Westminster, just not able to execute or get the free kicks. Cole, how are we feeling for the second half?
Pretty cold, not gonna lie. And I really hope these players warmed up during this halftime as the temperatures have dropped. And yet the energy from both sides have still remained the same. They have picked up, actually, in my opinion. Westminster being very aggressive on this first minutes of the second half here. As you can see, number 24, that will be David Mathis. Tries a little attempt on goal there for a second.
Yeah, Cartagena said thank you for the save. He's great in the stat sheet. Laborio.
He's got Afrani on his left. Passes it over in the middle to Alas. Alas trying to go to Odanugo, unsuccessful. Gives it to Karangtang. Yep, and the Panthers right now are playing a little bit more conservative, not taking the more risky attempts that they usually have taken. As hopefully that results in a better way. However, Blue Jays take advantage of that. And right now they're going both sides.
I checked in for the game for the Panthers. Diego Manuel Romero, for number 21, has played significant minutes for Principia this year. Coming off the bench here today is Afrani trying to cross in the middle, looking for Karantang. Allis will collect off the ricochet. Principia in control. Great slide tackle on the far side. That's number 27, Owen Harrison.
Laborio dealing with defenders all over him. Passing it back. Castro. Give it to Cachaza. Cachaza over to Diego Manuel Romero coming into the game, actually. And he launches it not at the right net. And that will be no good. Yeah, sorry, we missed that. Diego Manuel Romero is checked into the game. Looking like he might have replaced Jonathan Keller.
We will see back in this game, barring something unforeseen. Yes, Keller not in the game right now. Paycheck, as you said in the first half, was taken out, but look for him to come back in as the game goes on. This one down to Carrier. Still looking for his assist that he gets every game. Cross into the middle.
Garcia Lopez is there.
Cartagena is able to punch it out. His body's all over the floor. Number 7 there, Lucas Sotile. We're going to go with. Defended nice with Garcia Lopez. While the corner kick here, number 24, Mathis, going to take it near side. This is actually Westminster's first corner of the game, if you can believe that.
Kick. Oh.
Cleared out. Header off of Garcia Lopez.
Looked like he was going there for Bonick. Garcia Lopez take the action of that. Cachaza right now getting it out of play, getting it out of the hands, the feet, possession, or whatever it may be, of the corner of the Panthers' goal. And we will have a throw in here by Matilla. Straight to Cachaza. Cachaza clears it out, giving it to Laborio. Laborio over to Manuel Romero. No numbers with them. Gives it to Afrani. Afrani on the near side here. Looking for Laborio. Laborio is covered. Crosses over, trying to go over to Alas. Off the defender, gets it to him. And the Panthers play their conservative tactic here.
Yeah, probably good times. The Westminster defense got back quickly. It's
Yeah.
gonna do it a little more methodically instead. Kachaza now. Defended by Sotile.
Castro trying to get over to Odanuga. And is headed out by, looks like, oh. Yep. Ref calls a timeout there.
Kachaza's gonna catch at least
no.
a yellow card, or Garcia Lopez. Yeah, sorry. And he's played a physical game today. It shouldn't surprise anybody who's watched the game that that was a yellow card. Just a little bit too physical there on the far side. Dangerous play. It'll be a free kick here. Matala will take it.
Yeah, the fouls are racking up for Principia, as they are at 9 compared to the 3 from Westminster.
Yep.
Aggressive game out there. The kick.
Straight towards the goal. It got all the way through. Cartagena deflected it out. Garcia Lopez creates some space. I don't know how that ball got all the way there. Carrier now crossing towards the middle, goes all the way across. Panthers with some breathing room now. Alice gonna fight for this ball to try and find more of it. Garcia Lopez again. Now we'll have Afrani, the near side, working against number 30. Step over Afrani, fancy work. And Will Romero now. Afrani down his line. Laborio in the middle, Laborio. Back to Castro. Castro's gonna put on a goal. Saved by Deacon. Not a bad attempt by Sebastian Castro, but telegraphed. Deacon not surprised by the shot, even though the quality of the shot was relatively high.
Deacon clears it, looking for Carrier. Kachaza is there to header it back out. And we have Bonick to throw it in.
Here's Carrier. Carrier's going to keep it in bounds. He can take it down to the corner. This is what he does.
Yep.
Crossed in.
Trying to get to Harrison.
Good job by Odanuga. Good positioning. Keep that. Stay outside of the offensive player. Deny that Afrani with Laborio. Deflected.
That was a chance there for the Panthers, as Westminster was trying to get back, and the numbers were pretty even. However, that was great defense there. Afrani being covered. Gives it Manuel Romero.
Oh, how that ball snuck through. Here's Karanteng to Afrani. The wind picks up a little bit. Excuse our mics. Manuel Romero. Go all the way across. Odanuga now on the opposite corner. Principia likes that one more, apparently. It's going to roll on out of bounds. Be Principia throw in.
Rowan goes to Laborio. Laborio getting covered by 2. Tries to get into the middle somehow, but not the great pass to any Panther whatsoever.
Yeah, a little bit of stall off that throw in. Just nowhere to go. Credit to the Westminster defense for sure, but not the wisest throw-in decision either. And Laborio just had no help, had nothing to do, and playing it into the middle like that directly into the defense very well could have been his best move. It's going to roll out of bounds. We're going to have a goalie kick.
Carante not really happy about that call, as looked like Sotile was there to just lay in front of him as he could not move.
Yeah, Karanteng not one for complaints either. He'll just kind of play his game and put a little more stock in that complaint than other ones. Karanteng, of course, total freak athlete here for Principia Panthers. Obviously a great soccer player to be playing at this level, but a All-American triple jumper as well.
Nauman passing it back to Schultz. Schultz back to Nauman. Nauman with the ball. Taken away by Alice.
Great instincts from Diego Alice there. But sounds like Afrani
is
offsides.
Yeah, that was pretty clear. stance a little bit too early. And that would be a free kick for Westminster.
Yeah, you like the idea of Ronnie a little bit too fast for his own good there. It's one way to look at that one.
Yep.
Here's Karantang. Laborio turns. Now over to Alice. The Odanuga streaking down behind him.
And Romero a little bit too weak on that pass there. Able for Carrier to intercept it. Or Panthers get it back. Another slip up there. As Nauman takes it away, gives it up to Harrison. Harrison launches it down to the field, trying to get it to Carrier. Carrier, Cartagena, not sure what he wants to do. Steps out too far, and luckily Wanda is there to take it away.
Yeah, Carrier got surprised by Cartagena not in the goal. You know, I figured he was going to try and turn, go off 2 touches there and miss the first one. And that's the break the Panthers need. They kind of figuratively shot themselves on the foot on the offensive end, just giving away the ball in a position that didn't look too shabby.
Yeah, Cartagena not is a little indecisive there in a key moment where you cannot mess up. Luckily, his defenders were there to come back and assist him. Again, another play here. Carrier with a chance here. Has a chance. Oh, shoots it a little bit far right. Kachaza was there to at least put some pressure on him.
Yeah, he took away the easy angle. So
Definitely.
Carrier had to put it on that near side. Couldn't go cross cage, cross goal.
Right now, Panthers are not looking too good as they are making some strong passes that are not going directly to them. Slipping up, they're getting caught on getting back.
Yeah, the offense is a little bit stalled without Jonathan Keller in the game, to be quite frank. And we should see him relatively soon. He's up and moving a little bit over there, but
That's trying to cross it. Blocked by Bronick. Gives it to Laborio in the middle here. Gives it to Castro. Castro with the shot. Shoots it, and he does not set his feet as it goes over the safety net. Not sure that was the best choice there. A little bit rushed. But another opportunity for the
yeah,
Panthers.
if you can take that shot, you got to be a little bit quicker collecting it and putting it on. And secondly, it's got to be on goal. You don't mind the idea, but it's just got to be a little bit quicker on the transition there as Laborio found him in open space. And presumably Deacon would have been rotated over towards the near side instead of towards the middle. So there should have been some open net, but execution not quite there. Here's a Franny though.
Oh!
That's getting no call. No call as a Franny is still down, and there's going to be the stoppage for the injury. It looks like no foul call. Masala there.
Yeah,
overly physical for my interpretation of the rule book.
I would not be surprised if assistant coach Lee Barron is talking right now, as that was it looked pretty bad from the stands, at least. You know, not sure if that was a slight shove from the ref's angle. Regardless,
I can see Coach Bathold, head coach Marcus Bathold, for the Panthers. He's got his arms out. He's questioning what was that, and I'm right there with you, Coach Bathold. I'm not. That very easily could have been a penalty kick.
Right. Deacon launches down the field. Kachaza's there to header it into the middle. Alas takes it. Gives it to Laborio. Laborio back to Manuel Romero. Oh, looking for a Franny. A little bit too strong off the foot there. Had a chance there. And that will be another mistake for the Panthers.
Principia can't let these mistakes compound. You cannot have the back-to-back-to-back mistakes as we've
seen so far.
Yeah, it is second half. Not the first half. They played very strong and were able to pick each other up after a mistake. We saw Cartagena pick up Odanuga off of a defensive lapse. To start this second half, though, we're seeing a giveaway lead to a missed defensive rotation, lead to an opportunity for Westminster.
Yeah, Panthers really need to figure out something going on. What the communication is, what the lack of communication is, as the Panthers continue to give the ball on a silver platter to Westminster. Bronick the ball here. Launches down the field, looking for Sotile.
Yeah, Harrison and Sotile there, both ready for the pass. A little bit too strong. Cartagena steps up, collects it. Comes back to Laborio. Over Cachaza now. Down to a Franny. Good idea. Masala. Oh, it's going right at us. Make a play, Cole. Never mind. Too far.
I had that Odell Beckham reach.
I can see that.
But that was a little bit too far out of mine.
I can see that.
Yep.
You were ready.
Got that in my jeans.
Next one.
Yep. Thank you, Jonathan. All right. That's my dad's name, by the way. Anyways, Castro with the ball. Giving it over to Cachaza. Cachaza on this near side here. Has Laborio. Laborio takes it. Guarded by Matilla. Centers it. Looking for Alas, but Deacon is there to collect it with ease.
Yeah, Panthers probably need to have another person streaking down there in the middle trying to capitalize off the cross ball that was inevitably coming from Laborio. Good ball. Better defense. Deacon came out, caught it in the air.
Sotile giving it up to Mathis. Mathis giving the carrier. Carrier defended by Cachaza. Tries to center it. Juana's there, and Cachaza launches it out.
One of the more impressive clears I've ever seen from Cachaza there off the ground.
Yeah. Castro giving it to
Good
Franny
ball.
on the near side here.
Good ball.
Bonik defending.
Here's a Franny. Attack into the middle. Fancy footwork. Defender steps up over to Manuel Romero. Manuel Romero. Off the left foot, deflected by the Westminster defender, and Westminster's going to find some space now. Principia unable to capitalize. Countering now. That's Harrison down the far side, defended by Garcia Lopez. One man in the middle, no one on the left side. Carrier not able to capitalize on the passes. Cartagena will glove it.
Yep.
And our heart rates can settle down just a little bit now.
Cartagena, that was a good decision to come up this time. You know, he decided swiftly, and that was a great choice. However, you know, that was a scary moment there as it's a quick turnaround from Westminster to advance down the field. Oh, and that will be a wraparound foul on Manuel Romero. The ref doesn't like that.
That's a really quick whistle. That's a really quick whistle to be quite to be frank here. We've seen him let some physical play out. He's been really strict on others, and that was probably a wraparound, but something that we've seen just be part of the game. And I feel like that should have just been part of the game.
Yeah, we have our biased opinions, but but in my opinion, soft. But you know, maybe he's just trying to keep the trend of the refs
to use a
these days.
buzzword for the algorithm. Clip it.
You know, maybe he's keeping up the trends of refs being soft nowadays. He wants to be part of it. The Carrier on this near side here.
Gives an analyst take right there.
Cachaza is there to defend it.
Franny Laborio.
Funny, advancing it up, but Schultz is there yet again. Schultz is being very key for this Westminster defense.
Yep.
As he seems to be in action every play that Principia comes to try and score. He's always there. And we have some subs coming in from both sides here. Looks like Cade Paycheck and Effenberg Hoya will be entering for Principia. As for the Blue Jays, we have Nathan Nauman coming into play, as well as Trey White, and oh boy, there was one more that I missed here. Give me 1 sec. No, number 26. Oh, wait, no, Schultz has been here. He's a key player. We will get to that sub in a minute, but for now, Cachaza trying to centering it to Hoya, unsuccessful.
Gonzalez working against White, freshly in the game. White is able to collect. Castro jumps the pass. Cachaza. And Romero trying to play through for Paycheck. Taken away. As Westminster can create some space. This goes out of bounds near that Blue Jay bench.
And to recap on that last sub for the Westminster Blue Jays is number 22, Michael Somerville, has subbed into the game.
Great eyes, great eyes.
That's me. Both sides going back and forth. Castro with the ball, giving it to Cachaza. Cachaza, plenty of room, plenty of time. Gets it to Hoya into Laborio. Laborio getting a little shove there. Plays through it. Castro. Yep. Panthers are not really spaced out as Gachaza takes an on-goal shot there. Right to Deacon, however.
Yeah, that's 10 shots now for Principia, so that means 5 in the, as we said, there was 5 in the first half, so now math means 5 in the second half. So, Panthers getting their opportunities, not anything necessarily incredibly promising yet. We're going to have some subs come in for Westminster.
That will be number 8, Blessing Kahia, as well as number 15. That will be Sam Bundren. So it looks like we have some more relevant players from the past first half when they scored their goal. Except they're missing.
Nauman play through. Carrier is called offsides. Carrier a little bit early, according to the sideline referee on the near side, and play will continue. Panthers catch a break. Great ball from Nauman.
Oh, Laborio a little too strong on that pass there. Ball gets to the Carrier. Carrier trying to get it to the middle.
Oh, was able to jump it.
Afrani, actually.
Afrani, excuse me.
I know, they look very similar. Hoya giving it to Laborio. Laborio, oh, and it looks like Metello was there to save the day. That will be a throw-in for Principia as Paycheck gives it to Hoya. Hoya, looks like he was trying to shoot it there. It is blocked. I bet you can guess who it was blocked by. Schultz. Schultz was there again. And Principia gets the ball back.
Kachaza. Paycheck can dribble it out of bounds. It'll be a goalie kick for Westminster.
And we have one more sub for Westminster. And it is the man that has the goal, Matthew Garone, subbing in.
Some of the Panthers starters still haven't made their re-entry.
And just for the viewers at home that are snuggled up in their warm houses, I cannot feel my feet. So I'm very jealous of you right now.
Cole and I, a couple of California boys, weren't built for this Midwest weather.
No, we are not. But Alas gives it to Laborio. Laborio surrounded by 3 defenders, gives it back to Romero. Romero shoots it. Looked great in this angle, however, it dropped down right to Deacon's hands.
Yeah, the Panthers, quality shots that aren't quality enough against a goalie of Deacon's caliber.
Yep, that's just how it is.
Borderline handball there. Gets away with it. Nauman now, Carrier. Carrier so fast, crosses it in, looking for his assist. Nauman's able to pick it up, not able to finish off the pass from Carrier. Back to Carrier. He's going to try and do it again. Cross it in from the very baseline.
Looks like he was going for Kahia the whole time there, but did not able to get it to him. And Bundren tripping up Afrani there. Kate Paycheck not happy about that as he is telling the ref that. Yeah, that will be a foul.
Yeah, a little bit delayed on the call. Panthers got to have better passes than what they've had to start this half. I think some bodies get tangled up. This should be a foul going against.
Oh!
I was about to say Westminster, but it's going to go against Principia.
I don't know what this ref's seeing, but it's not what I'm seeing. Definitely different angles, that's for sure. Probably need some glasses. That's what I have, though. But we have Garone here taking the kick. Oh, he launches it. Cartagena punches it out. Mejia with a chance here.
Not able to execute. Panthers catch another break. We're going to have some sub in. That's Pico Vasquez for the Blue Jays will check in.
Yeah, taking out Carrier, that's a hit on your offense right there.
I would expect to see him back in at some point. He's been doing a lot of running though down here on the near side, producing quality opportunities. But if you're the Westminster coach with how low scoring and low opportunity this game has been, you got to emphasize defense. But here's Alice. The pass, I think that's off of Castro's foot. Looked real good, but Deacon out to collect. Here's Castro. Over to Alice.
Alice crossing it. Gives it to Afrani. Man on Afrani. Gives it to Alice yet again.
The Panthers very subtly calling out to Afrani. He had a man on.
Yep.
Very subtly. Ball across in the middle. Paycheck's can come all the way across and get that. Defensive space. Paycheck looks like it went off of Masalas. Never mind. Never mind. Goalie kick. Goalie kick. Paycheck shanks it off to the far right.
Yeah, if he was facing the way he was kicking, that would have been a great goal.
that's how it works?
One might say, yeah.
It's the analysis that all the viewers come here for.
No, the stick attacks that Principia provides, their last minute, like unexpected goals shots that they take. Sometimes they work, so the idea, I'm behind it.
There you go.
Yeah, this time it was unsuccessful, and that looks like it was a call against Donovan.
It was. Wrapping up from behind. Referee didn't approve. Kachaza now, open space. Cross it in, off of Laborio's head, off to the right. Good pass from Kachaza. Unselfish play. Laborio not quite able to finish.
Those headers are very difficult from that far away. That angle. Can't say I've done it before, but
I really wish you had a camera on you right there to see that. Cole tried out that head motion. Didn't work. You got a little whiplash there off that. Or how are we doing?
I'm doing amazing.
Looked like he was flipping his hair. Quite majestic.
Back to the game. Paycheck on the far side.
This is what the viewers come for, man. They want to hear about it. They want to hear about your hair flips.
Afrani, trying to save it, and it goes out. And I think the viewers at home really want to hear about the game, but not about the personal things that we are doing right now. Deacon will take this goal kick here. Launches it down the field, going to no one on his team.
Kachaza will say thank you very much, though.
Yeah. He will take it down this near side. Passing it to Hoya. Hoya shoots it.
Right at Deacon.
Right to Deacon, yep.
I'm going to go ahead and give a look at what Deacon's save total is for today. I'm going to go on a whim and say it's pretty high.
Wait, my money's on, I'm going to say 10.
Oh. Well, according to this, it's only 6.
Oh.
I had more in my head also. There, and then open net.
Oh, my
open
goodness.
net.
Yes, that was a rough play there. Nauman takes it off of Cartagena, and ball continues on. It looked like Pico Vasquez scored that. Yep, that was unfortunate. Sorry that both of us were distracted a bit.
Yeah, that says the quality of the goal is a misplay by the Panthers, not able to pick it up. Bad defensive rotation, miscommunication. Cartagena's on the ground. Nobody's in the net. Wide open goal. We'll see who gets credit. Waiting for.
I think that might be Pico Vasquez. That's my bet. But yes, very unexpected. And that will make it 2-0. Westminster up.
And
Kachaza.
Cole, you're right. Credit goes to Pico Vasquez. Assist to Nathan Nauman.
Wait, so Nowman scored it?
Nauman got the assist.
Oh, okay.
Goal,
Right, goal.
Pico Vasquez.
Got it. It looks like Castro on the pitch here.
He's going to get to his feet.
Yep, selling it. I love it. Yep. Really making the viewers here emotional about that. About that kick to the shin.
You love it.
Yep. Castro putting in the middle here. Looks like he was looking for Garcia, Lopez, or Laborio.
Clear it out.
Blue Jays. Yep.
Hanson throwing. Jonathan Keller going to check into the game for Principia. Now facing this 2-0 deficit. Laborio is going to take a break. The Principia offensive opportunities were looking best when Jonathan Keller was in this game. See if they can get at least one back, preferably two, to leave the field tonight with a good feeling in their stomach. Ball played in towards the middle. Goes off Manuel Romero, so we're going to have a goalie kick here. Sub coming in for Westminster. Number 28. That's Lachlan Zetter getting his first minutes of the day. Listed on the sheet as a forward, and he'll line up there. The freshman out of Rolla, Missouri.
Yeah, it looks like Westminster coach really wants his young guys to get some experience.
Yeah.
You're up 2-0. Giving some young guys some experience is definitely key, especially if that is your future of your team. Kajaza, defenders around him. Yep. Goes off White, out of bounds.
And through watching these games, you know, sometimes the aggression of the younger players, it can really lead to some unexpected situations. You know, they really want it. They you know, getting limited minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Trying to take advantage of it. They'll start doing more daring things than say a veteran would, who has expectations and ideas and yada yada yada.
Totally agree. Yeah. No, the fresh energy that a bench player brings. It's truly, you know, a game changer in some instances. So we will see how
Mr. Zetter.
Yeah, Zetter does for this. Oh my gosh, Westminster.
There's those W's, man.
Man, it's 2 W's. God.
Underneath, 14 minutes to play now. Here's Ollis attacking, defended from behind by Zetter.
And White, too. He's getting outmassed.
Plenty of defense. But Castro, out of that. Hoya, under some space. Paycheck. Chips it up in the air. Hoya trying to collect this. Looks like he will.
And he shoots it, and it goes off of Garone. So that will be a corner kick.
Chazo will race on over there to take it.
Yeah, maybe the W's are confusing me because my brain is not working with the coldness.
Maybe that's it. Kachaza played short. Deflected out of Masala. Kachaza will get it again. Same thing from a little bit shorter. Pops it up this time. Bouncing around in the box. Clearance found by Schultz, I believe. Wanda.
Yep, give him the paycheck. Paycheck on the far side there. Looking to put it in the middle, but his balance is off. That looks like Schaubert's head. Yeah, can't say that feels good if you're not expecting it. That looks like it either went off of the direct front of it or off the side of it, whatever it may be. Can't say that feels good. And we might have a sub for that, actually.
Yeah, trainer's going to come on out. It kind of feels like one of those where the referee's gonna make the sub happen.
Yep.
Possibly a head injury. NCAA does not play about those, and indeed the referee will call for the substitution. That's to be Evan Schmidt, number 21, who looks ready to check in for the Blue Jays.
Dave, the trainer, getting his minutes on the field.
Can we get the camera to zoom in on Dave, please? All jokes. As Schmidt runs onto the field, Kachaza ready to take the corner kick there from the far side.
From the corner.
Punched out by Deacon.
Yep. That was looking pretty good. Deacon was there to take it out. Fronty keeps it in play for the Panthers as he gives it over to Castro. Castro guarded by White. Takes his time, gives it to Hoya. Hoya gives it back to Manuel Romero. Romero back to Kachaza. Kachaza attacking. Getting stopped by some defenders, and White takes the action, clears it. Which gives the Panthers some time to reset, recooperate. But they're back into it. Kachaza. Oh, looks like he was getting the Castro. 1 foot or one shoe on.
You don't need the second cleat.
Yeah, you don't. It looks like he had something in his cleat or something. And
not his foot.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Yep.
Here's Hoya. Over Castro. Still 1 foot.
Yeah.
1 shoe. And he shoots it.
Yep. And the ref will call it time for that for Castro to.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I have, just not in this sport.
Not in this sport, right?
Yeah, basketball plenty of times. Football sometimes. But soccer, can't say I have. But then again, I don't watch that much soccer, so that might be the case as well.
Well, I'm sure that plenty of people lost a cleat playing soccer. Don't know how many people have been brave enough to shoot it with the foot that's missing the cleat in a 2-0 game, as we're getting towards the final minutes of the game.
Oh yeah, yep. Almost to that 10-minute mark, and the Panthers have yet to get a groove going. Paycheck just takes it away from Zetter.
What a pass from Paycheck. Keller. Phenomenal slide tackle there from the sophomore Trey White.
Yeah,
gets the props from his goalie Deacon.
Tears up the field, unfortunately, in the process of that. However, that was a
athletic director Ramiro Dominguez will not be happy about that one.
As he stands behind us, shaking his head, not too happy about that.
Paycheck plays it in the box. Sneaks through past Masala. Bouncing around. Hoya tries to turn and put it on goal. Give me another corner kick for the Panthers. Some urgency. The Panthers step player down.
Yep. Looks like Bundren coming up slowly. Got a piece of the shin. Oh, thank you, Garone, putting the field back together. Coach Rowe is happy to see that. Partially.
Oh, man.
And we have a corner kick here from Manuel Romero. From the corner. Beautifully in the center. Oh, that will be a no goal.
No goal, says the head referee.
Okay. That was a header. It
looks like the referee's calling a handball.
It looked like it was a great header by Wanda, and then a potential goal there by Hoya. But can't see what happened there as the head ref says no goal.
Head referee saying run the clock.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
A lot of bodies.
Yep.
No instant replay. So we'll have to trust the referee's word, but
can't fully do that though.
Maybe Hoya will give us the context later on.
Yep.
When I say maybe, I mean that means certainly.
Yeah. He definitely gonna hear some jawing about that.
Check back in between the games for a live interview from. Oh no, I'm kidding. But play continues. Afrani will work with Paycheck.
Paycheck getting pressured by Nalman. Oh, yep, that was a Paycheck gave a little kick there to Nalman. Nalman sold it.
He
Yeah.
certainly did. It's
Gosh, man, these theater
theater majors. Theater majors. Yeah, it says that on the sheet.
Yeah.
Does not.
No. Could be though. Anyways, we got some subs going on here. Oh, nope. Head ref actually is gonna go talk to either Coach Battled or
Yeah, looks like Battle is talking over there.
or
I've already
Coach
seen one.
Barron, Oh, and that will be a yellow.
And just a reminder, in conference play, there's a limited number of yellow.
Oh no.
Was that a red that just?
No, it was a yellow, but that will be a red.
Coach Battle tonight is over. He'll have to leave the field. And Assistant Coach Lee Barron will take over. A bad scenario has become worst case scenario for the Principia Panthers for a number of reasons. First of all and foremost, Coach Battles will have to leave the field now. He's still John at Westminster's coach. Second, that is a total of 3 yellow cards that have gone against Principia today. In conference play, you're only allowed a certain number of yellow cards per season before you become ineligible to play in the conference tournament. Now, I don't know where Principia is at total on the season, but I do know it comes out to roughly 2 yellow cards a game is allowed. And 3 today puts Principia in a not so favorable position.
Looks like Coach Lee Barron is actually currently sitting down in a lawn chair, and we have a postgraduate coach, Christian Tresoldi, taking charge of this Panther team. I love to see it.
He's gonna make some subs immediately. He said, "You give me the reins. I'm gonna drive."
Yep. This is what you want when you're a young athlete wanting to take some control of it. And there seems to be some more confusion with the head ref here, wanting to. Sorry, they have to wait until Coach leaves.
Coach Battles is walking away now.
And the game will resume as Matala takes a kick. A little bit on the little laser beam on the floor there. White advancing it into it. Oh my gosh, it's cold out.
Feeling a little, my hands are a little chilly. We're going to have a stoppage of play. Subs coming in. Alejandro Liborio, Nana Karantang for the Panthers. For Westminster, we have
Noah Nauman joining his brother out on the pitch here.
Presumed brother, you know. They went
same
hometown, same last name, same height. Look to be twins, but we don't know.
Sorry, no, not same hometown. They're from Missouri, just different,
Oh yeah, we got O'Fallon, Missouri for Nathan, for Noah, Dardenne, Prairie, Missouri. But both went to Fort Zumwalt West High School.
Yeah.
I need somebody who's Missouri literate to tell me about that.
What that means. Tresoldi wondering what the heck they're doing right now. Cartagena steps up to kick it, slips a bit.
Paycheck will collect. Going down the far side now. Rolling out of bounds.
Paycheck launches it down the field looking for Keller, but Schultz is there to take it out. And that will be a Westminster throw-in. And we are under the 10-minute mark of this game so far. Score is still 2-0. Blue Jays are still up. And we've had a few cards from has it been mainly Principia that have gone yellows?
Yes, the Principia is the only team that's received yellows. They've got three total.
Yeah.
One to head coach Marcus Mathold, one to assistant coach Lee Barron, and another one to Principia player. I can't quite remember who at this moment. Oh, Juan Garcia Lopez.
Yeah, right.
And then the red card given out to Coach Batholt to end his night.
So the cards have been dealt to Principia only.
Ooh, I like that one.
Which that can be pretty difficult if you're not playing Uno. And
well, it's not very good if you're playing Uno either.
Right, that too. Anyways, Principia trying to get something going on here. Alas, giving it to Laborio. Laborio in the middle here, guarded by Garone. And the defenders are really locking down at the moment.
Yeah.
Really defending the middle of the field, preventing Principia to go into the middle and out. Alas goes for the shot, goes off of Laborio.
Yeah, got his full body into that one for sure. Paycheck will collect this. Principia will maintain some semblance of offensive possession. Kachaza now on the near side, defended by the freshman Zetter. Over to Allis, back to Kachaza. Kachaza down the near side, now defended by White. Looks to cross it in, deflected out by Masala. Masala misses it. Laborio, or Hoya, excuse me, in the box, pops straight up Deacon. Will rise up and collect. As Westminster catches themselves a break at this time after Masala was unable to find clearance. Matala, excuse me.
Nauman with the shot here. He's defended by Garcia Lopez. He takes it a little slow as he's trying to cross. Garcia Lopez, stellar defense, takes it away.
Got a throw in here for Westminster. 5.5 minutes just about to be played.
If you're interested, stay tuned to Westminster women's and Principia women's soccer team as they play a very chilling game after this one.
Ooh, is that a Halloween pun?
No, it's cold.
maybe both. Maybe both. Here's Allis. Over to Krantang.
I can't feel my feet.
Might have to go put on some warmer clothes in between games here. Now here's Kachaza with control. It's the heart of the defense. For Laborio with space, trying to play through to Allis, defended by Trey White. Matala clears down the near side. Be a Principia throw in, but Westminster.
I think Laborio had a chance there to take a shot.
Yeah, I did expect him to turn and shoot that one. That's one that we've seen him take before.
Right, but I think he thought that Allis or Keller was on the side to the point where his pass was going. Paycheck trying to get into the center. Headed out by Matala. Laborio collects it, gives it Keller. Keller in the middle, gives it back to Kachaza. Kachaza. And that will be a ref timeout. Kachaza launches it over the safety net. Boy, I feel bad to whoever has to go receive that. And we have a player on the pitch. It looks like Matala gets up and
The referee's going to talk to Keller. Deacon's yelling at the sideline, the Principia sideline. Looked like some physical play to me. Foul is justified, but nothing irregular. Clock will stop. 4 minutes and 8 seconds.
This is a long talk by the ref here. My goodness.
We're going to get another yellow card. That's a 4th yellow card go against Principia today.
Wow, I would hate to be that. You get a lecture by the ref, then you get a yellow. Just give me the yellow. No lecture needed.
Deacon's calling in the subs now, not the referee.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Number 15. This is Sam Bundren re-enters. Trey White looks like he's driving on his right leg. Not injured in any way, hopefully. And play set to continue for these final 4 minutes, barring any more cards.
And Deacon will launch it down the field. Tank to head air it. Yank around to launch it down. Oh boy, that is a mistake there. Cartagena looked like he was trying to kick it out. He did a little bit too close.
Yeah, just a misplay there. Zetter there to try and take advantage, wasn't able to. Alls dribbles into the defense, and Westminster will take away again. Drive it down the field and find some clearance. Looking for a paycheck was Castro. Didn't get there. Here's Laborio. Nobody home off the pass. Gives it away. Here's Zettler. Or excuse me. Nope, that is that.
That is Zetter.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. Going into defenders. Kicked out. Castro gave it to Keller. Keller in the middle. Gave it to Alas. Alas shoots it. Slightly over the goal.
No good as Hunter Deacon nearing another shutout. He's made a habit of those this season, obviously. He's going to drop his goal against average even more. Push going against Karantang. Karantang can't believe it. The frustration continues for Principia as we're just about to hit the 2-minute mark. Matala will take the free kick.
Oh, yeah, that will be a call there. Paycheck tripping up Sajele. Oh, and he gives him a yellow. Wow, this ref is just handing out yellows.
And that's the fifth one. Principia wasn't in trouble of not qualifying for the conference tournament.
Oh, that's a red. Oh my goodness. That, yeah.
You have to anticipate that red was a result of something Paycheck said there.
Yeah.
The play did not constitute a red card.
And we just remember that these cards are gonna really affect the Panthers in the future games here. You know, you will have no head coach for next game, as well as Paycheck will not be available.
Yep.
For this, or honestly, this will be Paycheck's last home game, as his senior night on Saturday will not be played because of this, due to this red card. So that is what? Yeah. So that is unfortunate to see. Yeah, and so Garcia Lopez, if you do not see, he was waving his hands like, "Hey, let's stop this." You know, we don't want any more losses when there's a minute left. You know, but yeah, you do not like this turnout if you are a Principia fan. And this ref really loves handing out cards. But you also have to think about it. Why is he handing out these cards? Are these players saying something? Are they doing, some dirty things? I think it's both, Yeah, and stands are not happy about what's going on right here. Yeah, there's frustration between both sides at the moment. Deacon advising his team to get up.
40 seconds play for the Panthers. Just Panthers just got to play conservative and not risk their season on the whole anymore. This game is lost.
Yeah, don't want to risk anything more.
Yeah, there's some really physical play coming back from Westminster to add her to it, but
Yeah,
15 seconds are gonna close out.
I think the Sleek should sponsor glasses
Yeah,
as a sponsorship because there's some calls out here.
didn't go favorably.
Yeah.
That's the game. My name's Ethan Booth. You're with me, Cole Harrison. Principia men will fall to 4-6-3 overall, 2-2-2 in conference.
Oh no.
Chatter continues between the two teams.
Jonathan
Jonathan
Keller
Keller gets a red
sees
card
a red
after the
card.
game is over.
You also not see Jonathan Keller on senior night next Saturday, or this Saturday, as.
And I think I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic before I say something I shouldn't.
Yeah.
My name's
yeah.
Ethan Booth. Here's Cole Harrison.
We'll
That will
see you
do it
next
for us tonight.